Good news, isn't it?
It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. Here she is, 7 years in power, suddenly talking about workers' rights. Hers is the government that introduced fees for employment tribunals, so even the rights that are already there can't be enforced unless you've got the money to go to a tribunal. There's been a massive drop-off in those rights. This is the government that hasn't managed to raise wages or have wages raised for 7 years. And all the reports today are suggesting it's going to go on for even longer. So this is an obvious gimmick for the purposes of the election. Any improvement of workplace rights is welcome. My question really for Theresa May is this. Many people in her cabinet, many people across her party were advocating and campaigning in the referendum to get rid of workers' rights. That's why they wanted us to come out of the EU, and she's not going to be able to contain it. I don't think that many of her MPs are going to be able to resist the temptation to water down and get rid of workplace rights, because after all, that's why they were advocating leaving the EU in the first place. So the idea that they're going to better protect rights doesn't really sit very well. But let me make it very, very clear. We campaigned to stay in the EU, but we accept the results. What we're fighting for is the very best deal for the UK. What we've got in the Prime Minister is a Prime Minister who's swept all of the options off the table before she's even started, and Liberal Democrats who can't accept the result. We say fight for a Brexit that works for businesses, for trading, works for communities, and allows us to collaborate and cooperate with our EU partners on some of the brilliant things that we've done in science and technology and cancer research, etc. So we're suggesting and putting forward a smart and flexible response that actually works for everybody in the UK. We are suggesting, we're putting forward a smart way of approaching the future, not extremes, and adopting the right tone and approach with our EU partners. The Prime Minister has been extremely belligerent at the beginning of a difficult 2-year period. We need to be much smarter than that. No, not at all, because what we're saying, what the Labour Party is saying, is from day one, unilaterally, we will guarantee these rights. What the Tory Party is saying is, we're not prepared to make that commitment, it's all in the mix, and in a sense they're using people as bargaining chips. And they cannot guarantee that this will be resolved before March 2019. We're not talking about deportations, of course we're not. I'm not suggesting we are. We are talking about people who are very anxious about their future, and will remain anxious about their future under a Tory government.
If there is a Labour government, will Britain definitely leave the EU?
Yes, we had a referendum last year. The outcome was close, but it was clear. I campaigned to stay in the EU, but I accept the result. What really matters now is the terms upon which we leave, and that we make sure that we've got a future relationship with the EU that works for all parts of the UK, including Wales.
Very early on, we will keep pressing for this, whatever the outcome is. I was leading on this for the Labour Party. We were trying to push amendments. It was a very, very simple amendment that said that EU nationals have their rights unilaterally guaranteed before Article 50 was triggered.